Welcome to lecture 3. In the last class, we looked at the 4 pillars of the marketing concept, that is, market focus, customer orientation, coordinated marketing, and profitability. The question that exercises many minds is why Indian companies have not turned into marketing right from the time of independence. In order to find answers to this question, you have to look at when does a company turn towards marketing, that is the marketing concept. It normally companies turn towards marketing concept when the sales decline. There was a company called Scooters India, and it used to come with based in Lucknow, come with pushback scooters, all those types of different models. It was supposed to be a competitor to Lambretta. Initially when it came, it was a public sector unit. It was thought that it will click in the marketplace, but did not. So when it did not click in the marketplace, this company, Scooters India, started looking or turning towards the marketing concept when its sales steadily declined. So you had a situation when the sales declining and the company not reacting. This company, again, another example, slow growth, failure to react, sales have declined, the company turns towards marketing. So it should not be that you turn towards marketing when it becomes a fait accompli, that is, you lose all hopes. Similarly, if you look at HMT watches, a very strong buying brand, made a mark in the Indian market, but in the 90s came a very strong competitor to HMT in the form of Titan. They projected watches as though it is not just something to see time or give you time, but something which you should be proud of wearing. So the marketing promotion of Titan caught HMT totally unawares. The result is the trusted loyal customer of HMT also started changing patterns of buying. So you had a changing buying pattern. Even your trusted customer would not recommend your watch to his friends or kith and kin, but he would recommend Titan. So this is a changing buying patterns when the company started looking at marketing very intensely. Again, clock was ticking out for HMT. HMT was not able to cope with this type of the market barrages which was put one after the other by Titan, and HMT watches has now almost become extinct. A sad story. Similarly, if you look at ITI, a very strong public sector undertaking, considered a giant telecom company and the first Indian public sector unit to be started, but it was given a knock in 1984 when the doors of the telecom sector was thrown open to competition. You had competition to ITI's telecom. So the result was, so long in a sheltered market, ITI, it was unable to really cope up with this type of competition which was being offered by other players. The sum and substance of all these examples tell you that it would be good for the Indian companies, at least now, whether it is a public sector or a private sector, immaterial, to start practicing the marketing concept right from day one. Don't wait for things to go bad and then start looking at the marketing concept. It is no longer a seller's market in India, whether it is a computer market or whether it is an electronics market or whether it is a consumer buying, a durable market. Everything is becoming a consumer's market. Consumer is having lot of choices, and when he has lot of choices, he can always take a decision which is most favorable to him, whether it is with respect to product features, whether it is with respect to prices, whichever is the one which he would like to exercise. So the result of all this is that the present day Indian market has become fiercely competitive, and any company which enters this market right now It has to tune into marketing concept right from day one. Can't wait for things to go bad. And you cannot keep on complaining that the market expenditure has increased. You can start controlling the market expenditure when you look at marketing concept right from your inception. In other words, you can rationalize the marketing expenditure. This was one of the problems which was faced by a state-run company like the National Textiles Corporation. The serious problem it faced was increasing market expenditures. When market expenditure started bloating up, it was not able to really contain this expenditure. The result is NTC buckled. So any of these things which is going to happen is going to have a demoralizing effect on the organization itself. Take the HMT's case, take the ITI's case, take the Scooters India's case, or take the National Textiles Corporation case. Now what these companies have failed, that is failed to turn to the marketing concept right from the beginning. The private players who have come in, they have turned in right from the beginning to the marketing concept. Example is that of Reliance. Take your Jio Telecom. It is giving such a stiff competition to BSNL. The telecom experts feel that BSNL days in Indian market are numbered. It's really sad. If BSNL itself is getting gobbled up by this type of competition, you can imagine what will happen to other public sectors which are still somewhat surviving. So this is what can happen to a company when marketing becomes very fierce. If you don't turn towards the marketing concept, your very survival will be at stake. So it is likely that the organization may become extinct, which has happened to many of the public sector undertakings. So this is what the imperative is in the present day circumstances, to turn towards marketing. But in a government setup, you may find that when you want to turn towards marketing, you may face organized resistance from other departments. Why does this organized resistance come? The other departments, especially the production department, may start thinking that this marketing department is becoming more and more prominent at the expense of the production department. That is, the production department produces, the marketing department takes the credit. But not really so. If you look at the marketing concept, you cannot produce something which is not required by the market. Most of our public sectors were producing products which were run of the mill. That is, there was no upgradation in technology. There was no eye to the customer's requirements. So these products were thought of sometimes in the 50s or the 60s. So no changes or no drastic changes came about. And when they started coming about also, you found that the prices of these new products which these companies introduced was extraordinarily high compared to what was being offered in the grey marketplaces. So this is, in other words, you have organized resistance from other departments, and a case like ITI, the example of the slimline telephone, it is slow learning. You are not picking up what is the pricing which is existing in the marketplace. When you are not picking up what is the pricing which is existing in the marketplace, you find that your end consumer base is getting shrunk. And when your end consumer base is getting shrunk, it is striking at your very survival. This is also what happened if you look at ITI. Many times, most of our public sectors make this mistake of forgetting the target market. What is your target market? And you should never do that. And when there is a target market, you should know how to satisfy it. In other words, what is in the present day circumstance is what is imperative for the public sector undertakings is to look at customer relationship management through the eyes of a binocular. You never looked at it earlier the way you should have. Now it is imperative for you to look at customer relationship management through the eyes of a binocular. Now try to satisfy the customer. So keep in touch with the customer. You have sold a consumer durable to him, let us say. You don't forget him as soon as this durable is sold. You keep in regular contact with him. Find out how is your product doing. Is it satisfied? Does he want something more? How can it be serviced better? All those types of questions which the consumer might have, you should try to answer. Okay.